Thank you.
You?
Right. Right. Well, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.
I'll keep it all for you, me too.
Yeah, so what we're going to do, we'll each ask you a few questions, and then we're going to
Okay.
ask you to talk about the job you've chosen, and then we'll ask you to do a tech task, which you can either do on a computer, or you can talk me through it.
Okay, great.
So first off, tell me about what you were doing before Europe, why you chose the program, and how you heard about the program.
Okay, before Europe, I was working for a security company called G4S, and been working there for like 3 years now. I'm still current. I was working at the McKesson building around the corner, and so I was working as a receptionist / security. Other than that, I really didn't do anything else besides work on the receptionist work, and I did like inventory at my job. I did a lot of different tasks that the client wanted me to do. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Well,
And then-
yeah, go ahead.
And then, how did you choose Europe? Why did you decide to come to this program?
Oh, I chose Europe. This is my second time around. I did Europe a few years ago. I did, I believe you know Charlene, so I was in Charlene's class. That was a real long time ago. I did Europe the first time, and I had too much outside noise going on, so I wasn't able to complete the program the way I wanted to, and then I wasn't able to show my actual, my credentials and stuff like that, so I decided to just let go of the program, and I told them I would be coming back once I got everything in order. So after that, I went to City College San Francisco. I was studying psychology for like a few years, and I was in that for a while, and then I kept working. I always had a job, full-time job, but I had like part-time school, and then I decided to come back once I got everything in order. So I ended up reapplying, and both times I applied, I always got it right on the spot, so which was very fortunate for me. So it was great. So I ended up joining back.
Okay, nice.
Great. So curious to hear, why do you want to work in tech? What's exciting to you about technology?
Technology is very exciting for me because I feel that technology is always evolving and it's something new, and I feel like I'm a very outgoing person, so it fits with my personality because I don't want to be just with something the same old stuff at the same time. I want to be able to, like, for example, like filing, copying, office work, stuff like that. I mean, stuff like that I have experience with, as you can see on my resume, but I want something that is always evolving, that could keep me going, that keep me excited, that could teach me. I'm always learning something. So I really would appreciate, I feel like it's a very rewarding, like fruitful career for someone if they really put their mind to it.
And is there any specific technologies that you're interested in? Or any specific career track within tech that you're interested in?
Yeah, I'm interested in the project coordination. I feel like my personality fits a lot with, I work great as an individual, but I also work great with, like, as a team member. So I feel like I would be, like, a great asset to, like, a company, and I would be able to add value, to any team or to any company. And I want to be able to show my skills and as well as learn and polish the same skills I already have. So,
All right, thank you.
So, I mean, you mentioned you've been through the program before, and this is your second time around. Irrespective of the first time around, what would you say your biggest growth area has been this time around? What have you worked most on, and how are you going to continue working on that once you get to internship?
So the biggest growth area I had back then was punctuality. That was my biggest growth area because of my outside noise I had. So it kept me from, like housing and the stuff that I was having, my personal life. Being the oldest in my family, I still have a whole lot of weight on my shoulder, but I didn't know how to keep the balance because I was younger. I was like when I was like 20, and I feel that now that I'm 24, a few years later, I feel like I'm able to separate the two and still keep my professional brand. And I've also worked on my punctuality, and it's really good. It's better than what it was.
So what's your growth area now? What are you working on this time around?
My my growth area now for me would be asking for help. I really feel that I've been an extrovert, but I feel like as I got older, I became an introvert because of my past experiences and what my personal life had led me to. So I feel that I work great as an individual, but I would like to be able to be like, hey, I need help with this. I don't want to wait until like I'm closer to the deadline to be able to ask someone for help. And I feel like that's something I'm working on now. But I feel like this Year Up has a strong community, especially this time around. So I feel like it's easier for me to ask now.
Okay. And what do you think you're going to do to make sure that doesn't kind of follow you into an internship where you may not have such a strong community to help you?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exhaust my resources first. It depends on, it really depends. If it's a project I have to do on my own, then I'm going to exhaust my resources. Of course, I could do it on my own. I feel that I'll have it complete. But as far as like team goes, I want to be able to let everyone know what my role will be. Everyone have their role. So I feel like I will be able to, if I need help, I'll just right off the bat just say, hey, I need help with this. Can you please help me? And I will ask before I just wait and try to exhaust the situation by myself. Because, after all, it is a team project,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I've been working a whole lot on making everything, like polishing the old skills I have and also trying to learn how to use these skills, polish it here at Europe, so when I do go to my internship, I don't have to worry and I don't have to look back and say, I wish I would have did this and I wish I would have.
Great. So what position are you here applying for today?
I'm applying for project coordination.
Okay. Great to hear that. What do you think makes you a strong candidate for this technical internship for the project coordination role?
Project coordination, I have very excellent team leadership skills, or just leadership skills, period. I feel that I like to take charge, but I also like my team members to also be able to, I will step back. So I kind of have leadership and patience. So I will lead the way, but if I have to, I will step back and have the patience to let someone else lead the way as well, or have their chance to lead the way. But I feel that I like to take initiative. That's it's always been a strength for me, taking initiative of the situation, any situation.
Can you give me an example of a time where you showed team leadership skills?
Yeah, so we had a project that was due in my BC class, and that class we had to do a PowerPoint. It was about 4 of us, and it was a PowerPoint for the latest technology. So what we did was we chose the latest technology. We had to agree on it. So that was kind of a issue because everyone had different. But once we realized that whichever technology it was, we were able to work with it. So we just chose one. We ended up choosing, I believe it was an OVO printer, a 3D printer. We chose that, and then what I did was I just told them, I was like, look, whatever project we choose, I had to tell them, like, whatever thing we choose, I feel that we're going to do great at it. We just have to work as a team. So what we did was we each took a role. We each actually took a slide. So we each took a slide of how it was made, when it was made and stuff like that. And I feel that before all that started, no one was speaking on, everyone was stuck because it was like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. So I had to let them know that regardless of what we choose, it's still gonna come out great. So I feel that if I didn't step up, everyone would have felt like theirs is better. And I told them, I said, everyone's idea is better. We all had our own idea, but we ended up going with, not even my idea, we ended up going with another group member idea. So I feel that I had to take initiative in that role because we had a very small time frame. So
Great.
we had to get stuff done.
Thank you.
So other than that project, can you think of another example, either here at Europe or in some of your previous jobs where you were working on a team project and there was some conflict among the team, and how you dealt with that and what were the outcomes?
Another team project, let's see. Another team project was at my past job. I used to work at the Treasure Island Development Authority on Treasure Island, and we all had a project to do for the client where we all had to pick a space, and we had to, because the client was having an event, So we had to pick a space, and we couldn't decide on whether it should